K1.
We're here.
K1. Do you know what, yeah? I kind of like, I feel like the theme for me of this conversation is nothing happens till something happens. Yeah? Nothing happens till something happens. Now, like, go with me here a little bit, yeah? Imagine, like, one day you're in your yard cooking, you leave your yard hustling, you go back to your yard. A little while later, however time period that is, you go back outside and it's like, I know you.
Yeah.
I know you. You do hustling.
Yeah.
You go back home, Wolverhampton.
Mm-hmm.
Then a little while later, you come back out again and it screams. Talk to me a bit about like the overwhelming feeling of what is going on right now in your life, because is it overwhelming?
Oh,
is it
yeah.
underwhelming? Is it like, what is it?
It's so overwhelming, bro. It's just like, feel like I don't even get a chance to blink. Like it's just all been moving so fast, and of course I'm grateful for it. And like, I prayed for this for so long, and I dreamt of days like this, and like, it feels great. And I try so hard to be grateful for it all, but I'm at the same time I'm also like, flipping out. Like this is a lot. Do you know what I mean? But that's the only way I can put it. It's just overwhelming. My brain just feels like it's doing 1,010 24/7. It's definitely hard, man. I'm also really, really close with my family as well. So to like be away from them all the time, and like I got a niece and nephew that are super young that I like love spending time with, and like to be halfway across the world most of the time and just like on a plane here, there and everywhere, and like not even having time to have 5 minutes conversation with them on the phone because the time difference and stuff like that, like it's super difficult. But I'm just like, I know I'm doing this for a bigger purpose, and it's to provide for me and provide for them as well, innit? So I'm just like, I just got to keep my head down and keep going. But it's definitely overwhelming and it's definitely hard, but it's still good, and just like, it's good problems to have, you know what I mean? And it's a blessing to be able to be here and doing all of this. Like I said, I prayed for this like for so long, so I'm just gonna keep riding the wave, like, yeah.
Is it what you kind of expected it was gonna be in terms of like the way that it feels? Because we would have known before things pop off. You already know that like there's a lot of work involved. You already know that you're dealing with a lot of people. You already know that you're going to be doing a lot of shows. You want to do that. You already know that people are going to be singing the lyrics back and all of those type of things, which is a good feeling. Like, but then also like the emotional side, the emotional drainage side as well is probably maybe the bit that we don't think about too much.
Yeah.
But is what's happening a lot of what you kind of anticipated anyway? Or not really?
I did and I didn't, to be honest. Like, I didn't know it was going to be this emotionally draining.
Yeah.
But obviously I knew it was going to be busy, but like, I feel like a lot of artists, or just like, not even like musicians or whatever, but like anyone with a little bit of success, like, I don't think they talk about the draining side of it as much as they should. Like, I knew it was going to be busy, but like my thing was like, I love making music, like actually making it so much. It was just like, all right, cool, now I can do this 24/7. I'm going to be in the studio all day, every day. Nah. There's promo to do, there's content to make, there's videos to shoot, there's people to meet, there's events to go to, like, all of that stuff. I'm like, oh, man, like, even this year, what we in now, July, I've barely been in the studio this year.
And that's your favourite place?
That's my favourite place to be, like, just in my bedroom making slappers. Like, that's what I enjoy the most. And obviously, like, all these extra things is cool, but it's like, I genuinely love making the music so much. It's like, that's what I want to get to, do you know what I mean? Because like, doing all the extra stuff is cool, but if there's no music to put out, then what are we going to do here? Do you know what I'm saying? But again, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this, and I'm grateful that it is busy and I'm not just sitting at home all day. Like it's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet.
There's a trade-off.
Yeah.
There's naturally a trade-off. I
100%.
spoke to Sims recently, and I remember her saying, like, we was talking about the trade-off and stuff, but I remember her mentioning that, like, sometimes you're very grateful of what's going on, but then there's certain things happening, like certain real life things happening or that you're feeling, and then like you almost feel like you can't really say anything because then people feel like, oh, is that what you're moaning about? When you're on your high horse kind of thing. And it's like, oh, so then you almost internalize it and don't say nothing,
100%.
which then also becomes like a bit of baggage as well, isn't it?
100.
But let's talk about something positive still though, before we even get to the project. Like just recently you did the wireless thing, like main stage and that was crazy, right?
Insane.
How did that feel?
I went on there like this. It was crazy. I literally went on there like this, and it was just like, it was so surreal, man. Like seeing that many people in a crowd was just like
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just incredible, man. But like by the second or third song, I was like, alright, cool, I'm in it now. I'm here. Yeah, like I'm good. We had a few like technical issues and that, and like my MD was in my ear saying stuff whilst I'm trying to sing, and I'm like trying to listen to him but also sing at the same time, and like that was difficult. But like, no, it was incredible, man. So good, and like to be on just before Leon Thomas as well was amazing as well. Like he's probably one of my favorite artists right now, for real.
You meet him?
Yeah. I met him in LA like a few weeks ago. We was in the studio together. And then obviously saw him there at Wireless. But yeah, no, it was an amazing experience, man. And it just like, every time I get on stage and I do something like that, like where it's in front of such a big crowd, like even doing like the Kehlani Europe tour and that, like it just makes me realise like, no, I really do love this. Like, I'm really meant for this.
Yeah, the studio, the stage, sometimes the in-between stuff is all thing. Just going to Leon Thomas really quickly, do you know what I like about Leon Thomas? I love that Leon Thomas, he's like musically available in a sense that like, even though he is on a crazy ascendancy, if you're good, he will just work with you. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
Like he just jumped on that a song with Odell just recently on his project and whatnot. Like, I just love that about
100%.
him. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Super talented person. Did you meet Drake when you was there as well?
I met him at some like little retreat thing that he had after. So I didn't meet him actually at Wireless. I got invited to this little retreat thing that he did after, just outside of London, and I met him there, which was cool.
What was that conversation?
Yeah, he's proper blessed, man. He's cool. Yeah. We just tapped in quickly. He was about to go on a little boat ride, so like rich people stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, he was super blessed. He said he messes with me and stuff, and said he saw my Wireless set, so that was cool.
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. All right, well, look, I still feel like there is almost like a small little mystery around you and who you are and that, So can you like paint a young little musical picture about where it started for you to this point today? I know you're from Walthamstow, East London and whatnot, Like paint a picture of that environment and how you ended up like even getting into making music in the first place.
First instrument I ever picked up was drums. And my mum bought me a drum kit when I was like 10 or something. Worst idea she probably ever made.
Start mashing down the place.
Trust. But yeah, I picked up the drums first, and I've always loved music. Like my dad used to be a DJ back in the day, like before I was even born. I got two older sisters that were born in the 90s, so I had music all running throughout the house like my whole life. And then obviously I was in school doing music. I did music for my GCSEs and that, which was cool as well. And like, I knew I had something because like my teacher would always be like, yo, this is great, or like whatever you're doing is sick or whatever. And then from like year 10 or like, no, probably like year 9, I was just hanging around the wrong people, you know what I'm saying? Like Walthamstow, East London in general, like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was just hanging around the wrong types of people, and like they just weren't pushing me to do what I needed to do, you know what I mean? And then I went to Elam.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you. Did anyone in the circle, know that you had a young gift though? Because usually, see, like when you come from a certain environment, you're around certain types of people, sometimes there usually is like either an older or somebody in there
Yeah.
that's like, yo,
No, they
like, you
definitely
doing-
did. Yeah,
yeah.
they did. Because I was like dropping tunes on SoundCloud and that from when
Yeah.
I was like 14 or something. And they definitely were like, yo, this is sick, like, da 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 da. But we were still just chilling doing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't pushing me to do anything. So, but then I went to the induction day of Elam, like when obviously we was going to college or whatever, and I was trying to choose what college I wanted to go to. And I went to the induction day and I walked into the building. I was with my dad. And I walked into the building and I was like, oh, this is where I need to be. Like, they got studios everywhere. They got computers everywhere to make music. The teachers are sick. The teachers are super passionate. Like, the students there are super passionate about music. And like, as soon as I went to that induction day, I was like, I'm going to get in here, like, no matter what, like by force or by fire. And luckily I did. And it all just changed from there, man. Literally, probably like from the first day I went there, like, I never looked back. Literally never looked back. And obviously I was there from 16 to 18. And it was just a great time, man. It was hard. And they proper made you work as well. And like,
It gave you focus.
yeah, 100%. But like, they taught you everything, like from like music theory to songwriting to production to putting on your own event to reading contracts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I got my first like mini label contract through at like, I think it was 18 or something, and I looked at it and I was like, hell no.
Cross that.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was terrible. And like, luckily they had taught us how to read that stuff, because if not, young people, they just go and
You might have still been in something today.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see a little bag and you're like, hell yeah. But yeah, no, luckily I learned so much there, man, and it was a blessing for sure. And like, even stuff that I learned, that I still take it with me to this day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Elam is where it all changed for me. Like, it just flipped everything on its head. And then I met my manager, Carlin, in 2018.
How?
I was in a session with Scribs Riley.
Right, they got Scribs.
And absolutely, and it was in the Sony publishing offices, and it must have been like midnight. Carlin was always working late, last person in the office. And I was in the toilet washing my hands, and she came out of the toilet. She was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just Kayla. I'm just here, like, working with Scribs." She was like, "Oh, that's my artist." And I was like, yeah, like, we're just chilling, working. 2 days later, we had a meeting, and we've been locked in ever since.
Cold.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's
Cold.
really family
I
settings.
like to hear that.
Yeah,
still,
man.
I do like to hear that.
Proper.
At what point did you sign to Black Butter? What point was that?
That was during lockdown. So
Right.
what's that, 2020?
2020.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you did episode 1 with them.
Yeah.
Right. Before I even do that, yeah, just the name. Do you know what's funny? All right, boom. So I've not come across you probably 2022-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't doing radio then, though. So I'm just hearing a couple of rhythms. I'm like, oh, yes, this is kind of cold. Then I've got on one extra in it, yeah. So then now I'm sourcing stuff and I'm playing thing, whatnot. So I'm like in the studio. And at this point, when I first started, I've only been there for a year and a half. When I first started, I wouldn't use no jingles. I just wanted to just present the music a certain way, get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started to get comfortable, I'm using the jingles. I'm like, yeah, anyway, do you know about this artist? Known. Bang! Known. Bang! Then my producer was like, I swear it's K1 though, you know? I was like, swear? I was like, so then we done a little quick search or whatever and was like, oh my God, man did a whole solid show dropping bombs and all kinds of effects or whatever. How did you get to that? Like, how did you, because it's done in such a unique way. Was that your name from years back?
Yeah, it used to be K with a number 1, and then Colin was like, you just look like a drill rapper on paper, like, you've got to change this up. And I was like, no, I hear it. And she tried to make me change my name completely, like, change it from K1 completely. And I was like, nah, it's K1, like, it's always going to be that. Yeah. But my last name's Wilson, innit? So I just like mushed all my initials together. And she was like, but no one's going to get it. Everyone's going to call you different things. And I was like, bro, Black's done it, Scissor's done it. Like,
100%.
When they know, they know.
6 lakh.
Yeah, trust.
6 lakh.
Word.
That's crazy. But so like episode 1 came out, yeah, and I know because I've heard you mention this before that like you sat on those songs for a long period of time before they actually came out, yeah. And then you got to a point where you didn't even really like the song so much anymore. Do you not have no emotional connections to them so much anymore?
No.
Why is that?
I think it's just because like, I think the only emotional connection I have to it was like, that's my first baby.
Yeah.
Like my first body of work. And I'm just like, oh, well, it was a start and it was, you know, the beginning of my journey or whatever. But I think, like you said, like I had written those songs so long before we had even dropped them. It just felt like that wasn't where I was at musically or, you know what I'm saying? And like, even emotionally as well, do you get what I mean? Like, it just wasn't where I was at in life. And yeah, it was just a weird time for me, that period of time, man. It was just, life was weird. It was like I just got signed to this label and it was like, I don't really know how to go about this and I don't really know what this means for me and things like that. But I'm grateful for it nevertheless because it's just like, that was meant to happen and like, everything happens for a reason, do you get what I mean? But yeah, even now I'm like, I haven't listened to any of those songs.
So see when you hear
time.
you see when you hear a second of that, you know, like, you see, I'm not gonna play it all, but see like when you see when you hear a song, this happens to me all the time. I can hear a song, like 1 second of it, and it can instantly take me back to a certain place, whether it is a comfortable place or an uncomfortable place. Yeah. So even when you hear like a second of Nobody, does it do anything? Or is it completely almost like a disconnect between?
No, I guess like I wrote this song about my ex in it, so I guess it takes me back to there, which wasn't a bad relationship at all, but yeah, I guess it kind of just takes me back to lockdown and like that was such a weird time for everybody. Do you get what I mean? So it's like it's got its good connotations and its bad. Do you get what I mean? So it's just that. But that music, I just like I'm not in love with it anymore. Do you get what I mean? So yeah.
Are you in love with this?
Thought you had me. I won't hide it, won't try fight it, know you happy. Ain't no Midas, you got itis, girl, don't ask me. I've been writing down the pages for some clarity, yeah. Can't be mad at me, yeah. Cause you been living a damn lie. Doesn't mean I won't come back for some secrets at night. Oh, shawty, you been picking up where you like. Part of me wants your loving, cause it's hard to come by. But this ain't no movie.
I like that part, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
Is this like No Cinderella? Was this at a point as well where you started to feel like you knew sonically where you wanted to be at?
Yeah, 100%. This was the first song I had written without smoking. I used to be a heavy, heavy smoker. And I was like, wow, I can actually do this without smoking. This is crazy. But no, I love this song. But again, it's like another lockdown situation, like just a weird time in life, do you get what I mean? But definitely this was like kind of the start of the switch to be like, okay, I know where I'm trying to go sonically for sure.
How did you get there? Like what was there something that, did you hear somebody, did you hear a sound or something or an artist or like how did that pivot happen?
I was listening to a lot of Ty Dolla $ign at this time.
Right.
Yeah, I was obsessed with him at one point. Just like everything he did was just so unique and like he was just the guy, like he was who you went to just like get something new and fresh out of yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I want to be that person one day where it's just like whatever I jump on, it becomes my world kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was just also listening to a lot of just like proper R&B and have done ever since then, to be fair.
What was you listening to before?
Like what was current, you know, I was just trying to follow what was current and like, that's why like Nobody is like a bit Afrobeat-y because it was like, that's kind of what was going on at the time. Do you get what I mean? And I was like trying to follow the times instead of just being like no, I want to make music that I genuinely want to make, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's when, you see, when you do that, yeah, that's where it becomes so much more rewarding when notoriety starts to be in your life a bit.
Yeah.
Because you see, if you're making music, yeah, based upon what it feels like the temperature is outside, that's cool. But then when the temperature changes, then you die with the change.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing that comes might be the thing that is naturally more for you.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't really jump on that now
Mm-hmm.
because we just know you for that.
Mm-hmm.
But talking of change though, and correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, I feel like where things probably started to change a lot for you was when you dropped this.
Girl, I've been watching you for a while. Soon as I heard about your name, knew I was involved. Oh, how quickly things can turn from pleasure to pain. Like that rotten fruit in your fridge. We went out of date. Took a minute to get over you. Truth be told, I'm still undecided. Not a lot I wouldn't do for you. If this is loving, then it's unrequited. I know you can't stand it when I don't take off my t-shirt. What if I don't wanna get down? Ooh, I got my eyes wide open. Want to, but I can't focus, 'cause I've been holding on to us.
Talk to me like about that though, because am I wrong in saying that like that was probably the point where there was like more elevation in what you was
100%.
doing?
That's still my favorite song that I've ever made, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, sick. Talk on that.
Yeah, it was just the shift. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is exactly where I want to be. Like, the drums are so hard hitting and gritty, but then like the message behind it is so soft, and then you got the choir behind it that just like you don't really hear on any type of music anymore apart from like gospel music and that, do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a mix of different things all in one. But yeah, no, I was so proud of that song when I first made it. Like, it was just like, I was like, yeah, man, this is serious. Like, this is definitely gonna take me somewhere and like bring the audience that I want to bring with me. So yeah.
What was the message behind it?
Just like, do you know what? When I wrote this song, I didn't really know what it was about. Like, I just wrote, like I was just writing. And then after I made it and I just kept listening to it, I was like, oh, this is kind of just like, it's almost like I'm talking to somebody and just saying like, I can see that we both kind of want to do this, but we kind of don't want to do it at the same time. And just like, it's a bittersweet kind of song. It's like, love you, but also kind of don't love you at the same time. But yeah, when I wrote it, I didn't know what I was writing about. I have that with like quite a lot of my music, because I just write. I never go into the studio and I'm like, this is what I want to write about today. Like, I never sit down and be like, this is the concept we're going to go for. Like, it's just whatever comes to me comes. And like, obviously I'm going to make it make sense. Like, I'm not just going to talk gibberish, but...
Do you reckon some of it is like your subconscious thought?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't talk a lot as it is, innit? So it's like, when I'm in the studio, that's when I can like get everything out. But even then, I still struggle. Like, even making vulnerable songs and that, like, I definitely struggle with it, because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to say that. Like, I don't know if my heart wants to get that out yet. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's obviously something that I'm working on. So
what do you like? Has there been a bunch of times when you've written something and then just binned it because it's like,
too vulnerable.
this is too personal?
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
There was one song that I made in the studio with a guy called J Moon, and I just cried the entire session. Like, I was just bawling my eyes out. Bless him. It was the first time I had ever met him. And he was just there in front of his laptop like, are you all right? And I'm like, no, I'm actually not, bro. Like, but that song, I think, won't see the light of day. Not because it's so vulnerable, but just because that was for me. Like, I needed to get that out for myself. And I don't think, not that I don't think the world needs to hear that, but like, it's just for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that was just for me to get out. Like, even when I wrote Lord, I've Tried, that was like my cool out to whatever the higher power is, like God, whatever you want to call it, like that was just my cry out to be like, I need some help here, like I'm really struggling. And Lord, I've tried was like the release that I needed, but I was happy to put that out because I was like, it's vulnerable, but it's very much relatable to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like the other song that I was talking about, that's more like just talking about my life specifically, and I know that people could definitely relate to it, but it's just like, nah, that was for me, do you know what I'm saying? But Lord, I've tried was like, nah, I can push this out to the world and let them know like this is how I've been feeling, and hopefully like it gives people a release as well, you know what I'm saying? Like Carlin, my manager, she always says like that's a prayer, like that song helped so many people, and it did. Like there was bare people that were DMing me like, yo, this has saved me, like this has healed me so much, and like I'm super grateful that I have a song out like that for people to relate to in that way, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you think it was about that studio session that made you get to that place?
Lord, I've tried.
No, the other song that you was talking about.
I was just going through a super difficult time, and I was signed to Black Butter, but I had no money. I was working a full-time job at Amazon. Was I at Amazon them times? I was either at Amazon, I was working with my dad at some hotel, like doing chefing. But I was just super down. Like I just felt like no one was taking me in. No one was trying to like, things just weren't moving, innit? And obviously it's demotivating, you know what I'm saying? Like it's super demotivating. And I had like people around me that were doing so well, and I was just like, it wasn't jealousy or anything like that, and I weren't hating on them because I want everybody to win, and I'll always support everyone around me and like push them to be the greatest too. But like I was just like, why is this not happening to me as well? Like I know I'm talented, like I know I can do this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was just hard, man. I know they say like money don't buy happiness, but like it sure makes things a little easier, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think just having no money, like I had a car at the time, and like I couldn't even afford to fill up my petrol to get to the studio, and like I couldn't eat food, like I couldn't order no takeaway to the studio or whatever, and it was just like, it was just rough, and it just felt like the whole world was against me, and like I was just getting beaten down and beaten down and beaten down, and it was just like I needed to see that light at the end of the tunnel at some point before like it all just went left for me. But yeah.
Trust me when I tell you, yeah, I relate to so much of that because it's like, you know, it's almost like sometimes, you see when you're grieving a certain type of thing or a certain way, yeah, but you step outside and everyone's just, normal life is just going on, but you just got a madness happening. And then in that around you, you're seeing some people like elevating and this, that, it's like, you're happy for them because you love them. But then at the same time, it makes you feel something because like you're hustling and nothing is happening. I remember one time, yeah, on my phase of all of this, yeah, I used to go to the gym all the time with two of my brethren. I couldn't even afford to go to the gym, so or to get there. So I used to walk there. This walk was like 3.5 hours, you know.
Crazy.
Because I'm like, I'll walk, I'll save the little bit of pee so that I can go and get me a pot noodle or something. Do you get what I'm saying? It's mental.
Yeah.
But like, I also hear that like maybe for you, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe for you it's like you've signed something, and in signing something, you think that, okay, boom, my life is gonna have some type of change. There's gonna have some type of change, but then like over a period of time, you're not seeing anything happen.
Exactly.
And then that's the point. It's like you hit like a really nice high in the day of signing, and then all of a sudden you start like having a major decline.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
You had Eyes Wide Open, yeah. Things are starting to happen a bit, but then you leave Black Butter, right? And this is just before Worst Behaviour, essentially.
I got dropped from Black Butter 2 days before Eyes Wide Open dropped.
Before Eyes Wide Open dropped.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so they dropped out
2 days
literally on the just before things. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Yeah.
You see how life works sometimes?
It's crazy, bro.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Trust.
Well, the project now, so you've had all of this. There's time for the project, innit, right? And I've heard you say The project's called With All Due Respect.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no real concept though. Like you didn't go into it with a thing of, I'm just gonna be this, that, and whatever. Why?
Because I don't make music to do that, innit? Like, when I say I genuinely love this thing, like I genuinely love it, innit? And all I want to do is just make rhythms that make me feel good and like I'm happy with, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, because I knew it was just going to be a project as well. Like, this is not my album or anything. Like, once I get into my album, like, that's when I'll start thinking more about, like, conceptually how it feels and, like, how it sounds and, like, what I'm talking about or whatever. But with this, it just, like, after Worst Behavior, I was just making rhythms where I was like, this is sick, this is sick, this is sick. And it, like, it was like, don't matter what I'm talking about or, like, what it sounds like, this is just music that I love, and I just wanted to put that on a body of work because I'm such a strong believer in, like, if you love it and you're prepared to put the work in for it, then everybody else is going to love it too. Hence why I feel like episode 1 didn't really do anything, because I didn't love that music, like, so that didn't translate to my audience, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to put together a body of work that was just like, this is going to make you lot realise that I'm really about this thing, and like, you're going to take me in now and put some respect behind my name, absolutely.
The intro, quick. There's one particular part on this that I love.
I know all my exes wish their life would get easier while I'm fucking overseas with no visa. 7-figure deal, about to buy myself a Jeep truck and start charging 100K for my features. Bite, bite, bite me, bite me, bite me. I don't wanna be humble no more, baby. Bite, bite, bite me, bite me, bite me, bite, bite me, bite. Fuck, nigga, bitch.
I thought it was going somewhere else as well, because I'm like, oh, like when it got to that bit, I remember listening to it in my car. I'm like, you got layers, man. you got some strong layers, man. I'm telling you. Did somebody teach you how to produce?
No, I taught myself.
And who produced that?
A girl called Alma. She's from Sweden.
Right.
Yeah, she just sent me a bunch of beats, and that was one of them.
So how do you, if you know how to produce, right? So then how do you go about finding people that maybe are a little bit outside of your circle on a collaborative tip? Like, what does that process look like for you?
You gotta blow me away.
Right.
If I can make the beat myself, then I'm probably not gonna use it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to, like, just do something different.
Right.
Yeah, you just gotta blow me away. It's just gotta be different. Like, it's just gotta be unique. You know what I mean? Like, cause I can obviously do it myself. I'm just like, yeah, you just gotta blow me away with something.
Did you know? See, when you had like Worst Behavior, when you made that, yeah. Did you know what you had when you had that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I was on the Instagram Live when I made that. And I remember Carlin being in the Instagram Live, and I was like, Carlin, are you hearing this? And she texted me and she was like, yeah, no, this is serious. And I was like, yeah, this is something. This is something for sure.
So then talk to me a little bit about the process of that. Because I know I watched you one time actually on Instagram Live, where you was making some rhythms or whatever, yeah. In the creation of this and knowing that you had something special with it, yeah. Like, what did that actually feel like? And like, did you have a plan of what you wanted to do? Especially bearing in mind at this point in time, you don't have a label. Yeah, you are getting some traction with some songs that you've put out before, but naturally, money probably isn't as nice as
it was horrific. We were trying to get like a distribution deal or like a publishing situation because of the trauma that we had with being signed to a label. I was like, me and Carlin were just like, I don't know whether I can sign to another label right now. Like, it's just not making sense. Distro deal, terrible. Publishing deals, terrible. And shout outs to Carlin because she just she knew my worth in it, and she was like, she weren't gonna back down from what she needed. Like, she had put together like a whole spreadsheet breakdown of like exactly what we would need to put out the next project. Like, even if it wasn't the project that even if it wasn't, with all due respect, that even just putting out like a 6-7 track EP, that whatever that may have been, she knew what we needed to get that done, and she did like a full breakdown of like how much it was gonna cost, what we were gonna need for it, rare. But no one was trying to give us anything. Like, it was just like, they were like, you're asking for too much. And she's like, we're actually not. Like, I promise you this is going to be worth it. And again, weren't trying to give us nothing. And Carlin just called me one day and was like, I think we should put Worst Behavior on a website and just sell it. And I was like, I don't know about that. Like, that might make us look a little desperate. Like, I'm not sure that's a good idea. And she was like, no, trust me. Like, people have done this before back in the day. Like, it's gonna work. Like, just please trust me. And I was like, I do, with my whole heart. And she sat there for like 2.5, 3 weeks building this website by herself. And we didn't have no money to mix or master it. So we just put the demo up. Like, it was literally me that I did that song in my bedroom, do you know what I mean? So that was just like my mix of it. Like, I thought it sounded great. It still does. Like, that demo still sounds great now to me. And she was like, we'll just sell it for $199. Like, if we get 500 people that buy it, that's $1,000 in our pocket. Like, it's something, you know what I mean? Ended up selling like 5,500 units or something like that.
Crazy.
Insane. Then we decided to like sell it out within like 2 weeks. Because it was just getting a lot. Like, she was even replying to all the emails. Like, she was basically doing up customer service for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, replying to like people like, oh, it's not working. She's like, all right, cool. Just send me proof that you've purchased it, and I'll just send it to you over email. Rare. Like, she was doing it all. And then we decided to sell it out in 2 weeks because, one, it was just getting a bit too hectic, and two, people want what they can't have. Do you get what I mean? So we did that, but also the content pieces that we had dropped before we even sold it with my boy Chris Chance, that was going up too. So it was like,
What were they?
just me walking down the streets of LA, just like,
Oh.
yeah, like just
Oh yeah. I was
just
seeing
little
it. Yeah.
content pieces. Like,
Yeah, they were going off.
Yeah, they were going up.
Yeah.
They were going up. And then, so yeah, that alongside, and then selling it as well, was just like, I don't know what happened, man. It just worked. It just worked for real. And then we sold it out, and then luckily, a dish show company called 1RPM called Colin and was like, we'd love to work this for you, like, at whatever cost you need it, like whatever cost you need, or like whatever terms you want. Like, we just believe in this song, like, let us work it. And then they ended up putting it out for us. Like, we put it out through them. And then it just went off, man. It just went crazy. And then obviously we got Kaylani for the remix. Like, she just hit me and was like, you guys need to capitalize on this. Like, this is the one. And I was like, well, you should get on it. And she was like, yeah, absolutely. So, and obviously we already had a song together before. So
Just before I even get to that bit, sorry. Just before I get to that part, did you have like data?
yeah, we've got all the data.
So no, but initially, so see when you like went and put it on the website and that, yeah. Did you had data from the stuff that you had? Oh, mad! No. So you just put it on the website blind, and then what did you use? Just your socials on like, hey, if you want to buy it, go here. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. And so obviously after that, it just became almost like a word of mouth thing. Yeah, more people just started grabbing it or whatever. Yeah. And then you kept all the data. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that's wavy. Because then after that, you can start using the data to let them know about what's, like, I've been telling people as well, like, if you can actually get the data from the people that really, really check from you earlier on in your career, you can build a real good personal connection with them that will make them want to invest, like, buy your music. 100%. Do you get what I'm saying?
And that's what it was about. Like, Colin was just saying, like, you need to have this, like, direct to fans interaction and just, like, keep it there, because those are the people that matter the most. Like, they're the ones that are going to buy your album on iTunes. They're not just going to stream it. They're the ones that's going to buy your merch, be front of the line at your shows, buy your vinyls, like all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the fans are the most important thing, like first beyond anything else. You know what I mean? So.
Shit. I put up unexpected, she's excited. Skin tight dress, take your guess, I'm finna swipe it. Change the plans, call your girls and tell them you ain't gonna make it tonight. Shit. Know the club's meant to see you, but we got our own. Cut the lights, turn the bass up, we gon' hit some notes. Fuck the bed, we don't need it, sure as hell gon' break it tonight. Need you on your worst behavior. Need you on your worst behavior. Girl, I want you to treat me like there ain't no one left.
You know, like doing R&B and slow jams, yeah. We play from the beginning. So there's like a musical process, yeah, that I'm like quite strict on. So I would say that our warm-up DJs more so have the hardest job, yeah, because I say to them, listen, they understand there is a whole chamber of R&B music that can be played, yeah. You don't need to play all of the bangers. Go in the chamber, play some new stuff, whatever, your own style, do all of that, yeah. And then as it gets on, as the time goes on and it gets a lot more busier, the music becomes a lot more familiar. People want to come there and they want to sing or whatever, yeah. Now, I will always, in that, introduce new tunes. I will sandwich mix them, yeah. So I'll play a banger, then I'll play something that they may not necessarily know, that they might need to know, but then I'll follow it with a banger, just because you can see that, like, sometimes people dance to the words and not necessarily the beat, yeah, or the music. Anyway, there was always been this conversation on, like, we want to try and find ways to, like, integrate a lot more of the R&B music that is made here. Like, how do we do that? I'm saying, like, early on, while people are finding their feet, whatnot, we can introduce some more stuff, and then as certain things start working, it will feature a little bit later, yeah. We now, like, have a song that is like a stone cold rhythm that I play Keisha Cole Love and I mix that next and everyone's still going mad. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that, like, it's quite difficult to have something like that. We don't, because it's not super common to have a song that is from here that fits so well within it. Do you know what I mean? And like Ella May did it really well at one point, and that happened. And it's like, now it feels so sick to have, like, you know, it's doing what it's doing, but like this is a rhythm that gets played in black raves, like heavy. Do you know what I mean? And it goes off. Have you felt that? Have you seen it and felt it?
I don't go out like a lot in it, but like I be getting sent videos and that, and I'm just like, I love hearing R&B in the club. Like, that's when I go out, I that's what I want to listen to. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's great. I love it. I think this song is definitely, like, I feel like when I made it, I was like, yeah, this can be played in the club for sure. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, especially with that chorus bit, it's just that you can just get into it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
But
keep driving, one hand on the wheel and one sliding, speeding to your crib to get me riding. Know who you been fucking, ain't exciting.
We love Kehlani.
Come on, man.
Talk on Destin Conrad first, though, because I know that Destin Conrad is somebody that you really fuck with, right? And how did you meet Destin Conrad, and how did that sort of manifest into the linking up with Kehlani and all of that around that? Big shouts to Destin Conrad as well.
The biggest shout out. That guy is just so super talented. I've been listening to him for a long time, like even from like In the Air and all of that, you know what I'm saying? And like his old projects at Colorway and all of that. But I think the first time we linked up was just like on a random, I feel like it was just a random night out situation, and like we were just seeing each other and was like, yo, respect what each other's doing. And then he invited me to Mexico to work on the first submissive project. And we just clicked, man. It's just he's such a nice guy. Like I don't think I've ever heard anybody say a bad word about him. Like he's such a genuine soul. And we just had a great time. I think we were there for like 10 days.
Right. What did you do? Did you actually? Are you on that?
I'm not on it as a feature. I like produced a couple on there.
Right.
Wrote a few on there.
Cold.
It was just a great time, man. Like there was no pressure whatsoever. It was just like a good time making music. And that project is just insane. I still listen to it now. Like it's so good. And then after that, we've just been locked in ever since, man. He came to London, did a little camp in London that I was at. We did some more stuff there. That's where we made Mr. E on his new project on Submissive 2.
Yeah, like Mr. E stuff.
But yeah.
And then through him, you met Kehlani.
Yeah, I mean, she followed me on Instagram. I'm guessing, like, she said that she saw me, like, she had been seeing me on TikTok, like, on her For You page. And then she followed me on Instagram. And then I was in LA the times when I was shooting all that worst behavior content. And then I went to her Crash release party because that was around the time she was dropping that album. Went to her release party in LA. First time I'd met her in person there. We linked up, chilled, whatever. Then she came to London. Went to her London release party. Had a great time. Went to Paris for a couple of days with her and Destin as well. We were just chilling. And we've been locked in ever since, man. Kehlani is a great person. Again, a genuine soul. I feel like there's a lot of negative stuff that comes from the internet for her, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, she's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, she's an incredible person. I think the internet does her extremely dirty, like, and just like comes for her character in a way that's just not her. But like, I'm so grateful to have somebody like her around me that like rides for me and supports me and gives me advice when I need it, especially someone of her caliber who's been in the industry for so long and that has had so much success, and then like things have dropped a little bit and then she's had success again. Do you get what I mean? It's like we can relate so much on things, and yeah, I'm so grateful to have her in my corner, man. She's incredible.
The internet doesn't give you space to grow.
No.
So you can say something, do something, and then time goes by, you grow, you're a different person to where you was at that point in time. And then the internet loves to just hold you back to that moment. They
100%.
love to just do that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real unfortunate thing. And you know, one thing I really love about Kehlani is that like she stands on how she feels.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? If she sees an injustice, she talks about the injustice. She's not scared to like put a spotlight on that. And I also really rate how selfless she has been in putting a spotlight onto you, because you could just see that she just rates you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like, and you probably would have known this over a period of time, is like sometimes people can rate you, but they may not necessarily want to put you on because it might dim a bit of their light and all of that type of stuff. But yeah, I kind of, the way that sort of manifested into a musical sort of chemistry that you two have together, I think is so sick. Naturally, you lot bust open the internet with with the video, and like obviously that was always gonna have people talking about you two. What I want to ask you though is like, you see, as time goes on, loads of people always, but sometimes when people see me, they say to me, "Yo, where's Poet? Where's Taser?" Because I do R&B and slow jams. Like, where's Taser? Where's Taser? And it's like, obviously that's my G, and I love them. Do you get what I'm saying? But then like, there's a moment where you think,
I'm my own person.
Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, is there any like, not concern, because concern isn't the right word, but being like typecasted in a way, where when people see you, they just see somebody else.
But I think like, my manager speaks to me about this a lot, innit? And I think like that was always gonna like, doesn't matter whether it was Kaylani, like, or like, I think no matter who it was always gonna be there's always gonna be moments like that. Do you get what I mean? And I think as long as I just keep saying to myself, like, as long as I keep pushing the way I want to and like create a lane for myself, which is what I am doing, then I'm gonna cut through regardless. You get what I mean? And like, obviously it gets annoying when people are like, I'll be doing that all these radio runs and that, and like it's the same questions
All the time.
over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And like, or I'll jump on Instagram Live and everyone's like, "Where's Kaylani?" Da, 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 all of this and that. Or like I'll go out and say, like, even that pop up that I did the other day, like everyone's like, "Tell Kaylani I love her." I'm like, you tell her yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like it's not a thing like that. I think for me anyway, I'm like, I don't really care, because just like that's my dog at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's literally my best friend. So it's just like, I don't care about it. I get how it looks on the back end of things, and people are just like, yeah, but you're you, and you know, like K's K, and like whoever I'm around is like, you are your own people, and that's cool. But it's like, we're in the same space, we ride for each other, we support each other. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And I, like, me personally, I don't really care about all of that, because I'm just like, I'm my own artist anyway. Like, I'm doing my thing, she's doing her thing. Like, it is what it is, Phil. Like, we're both gonna still support each other and push each other to get to the top regardless. So
You just let time do its thing.
exactly, man.
Let time do its thing. You're so talented that it's speaking for itself. There's a blessing in that. You keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
And then we start looking at other stuff like this, actually. You see this? You see this one here? Do you know what, yeah? I'm so much of a musical head that when I first heard this tune, yeah, from this bit here, I knew it was going to be a madness.
My guy.
I knew it was going to be a madness. This has to be probably, this is in my top 3,
Wow.
I think, for you.
Thank you, bro.
Scared of saying too much. Scared of not saying enough. I should have a hard time with words, but with you it seems there enough. I smoke too many cigarettes, baby, but you said on my lips is good. And I don't drink no white wine, but I'll buy it twice if it's you saying I should. Wanna get drunk in a bed for the club with you.
Do you know what I like about this, yeah? My take is that you could take this song, you could pull it somewhere in the 90s, yeah? And you could hear maybe a SWV on it. Then you could take this song again and you could pull it somewhere in the early 2000s. Then you could take this song and you could pull it somewhere in the late 2000s. Then you take this song and you hear it today, and it's like, for me, yeah, it has all of the essence of like a slow jam R&B song that I love and really respect. Talk to me about the creation of Back of the Club.
I think this was at end of last year, maybe I made this song. And I think Leon Thomas had just dropped the Mutt album, and the first tune on there, How Fast, I was like, this beat is dumb, like this is ridiculous. I looked at the credits and there's a guy called Facts Only. I was like, I need to hit this guy, like he's hard. And I hit him up and I was like, bro, wanna work? Absolutely. And he was like, let's do it. Sent me a pack of like 20 beats or something. Every single one was hard. And then he sent me this. The beat was called Ladybug.
Right.
And he sent me this, and I was like, don't send this to nobody. I'm not gonna land right now, but I promise you at some point I'm gonna get this and it's gonna be incredible. And it was maybe like 2 months after that, and I just sat in my room and I just did it all in. No, I did the first verse and the chorus. I did like all the backgrounds and stuff, and I was like, this is hard, and I was like, but I need to get it. I've got a habit of doing that. I won't finish the song. I'll be like first verse and chorus, then I'll leave it for ages. But I was like, I need to finish this. Did the second verse, then I was like, please put a bridge on this for me, because this is that type of rhythm. Like, it's too old school to not have a bridge on it. Like, we got to bring them back. He made a bridge. Have you ever seen that guy in a Chinese shop on TikTok? He'd be like playing the keys, and his brethren be playing the bass guitar and all of that. He just goes into his local Chinese shop. I think he's from Philadelphia. I'm not too sure though, but he helped with that. He did like the keys and stuff, and he made the bridge.
How did you find him?
It was facts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're brethren, innit? So they linked up. And yeah, he put the bridge on it. I did the bridge, and I was like, this is an incredible song, like. And I think I'm just so proud of that, because it's all me. Like, I did that all by myself. Like, obviously I write a lot of things on my own, but like this one specifically, I was like, I'm really up there. Like, I'm like, I can really do this thing. Like, yeah, man, I'm
You're saying the
super
self-belief elevated even more.
100%. I was like, this is such a big tune, like such a big tune. And even like Carlin is such an R&B head, like she'll probably fight that she's the biggest R&B head in the game, you know what I'm saying? But, and like, when she gives me the green light, I'm like,
all right,
I got it for sure. So yeah, man.
I want to know what you're eating, Kai. See this thing here?
Paint your nails. Paint your nails the way I like them. I might paint mine too. 'Cause they're out of place, I can hide them.
This is the type of thing you see, when I get into that, I'm not gonna do this because obviously it's might be youths watching or whatever else, yeah. But see, when I get into my bag in that, this is me, you know. It's like you're talking, it's like you're saying what I say. You know what I'm saying? I need you to, I even did this on the radio.
I saw that clip.
But that's a natural thing for me. Sometimes I like them a certain way, and I want you to do it.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? And we could just flirt with that, but
it's inside you.
What came first? This or Back of the Club?
This,
yeah. Yeah, so you now you sonically are like really strongly in a certain place. Like, know what you.
I didn't even know like what this song was gonna be. Like, I just like, this was just a random tune that I was making at home. Like, I didn't think it was gonna go anywhere, to be honest. Like, it was just like, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, but I didn't know it was gonna do what it did. Like, I was just like, yeah, so that there's no backgrounds or nothing on this. Like, I'm so heavy on like vocal production and like getting it to sound as big and wide as possible. But this was just like if a rapper did a freestyle, it would be this. Do you know what I'm saying? It was that type of situation. But I love this song, man. Like, it was originally like half this speed.
Oh, was
when
it?
I made
Okay.
it. Yeah, it was super slow. And I was like, and then I sped it up. I always do that. Like, I'll speed it up just to like give my ears a little break and like just hear it from a different perspective. And I sped it up, and I was like, oh, this is a little bop. Like, this is bouncing. And then, yeah.
Do you like, who taught you how to vocal produce?
Me.
You did it all yourself?
Yeah. Or like, in my early days, like, when I first met Carlin, obviously I was working with Scribs a lot.
Wow.
And I'd be sitting in the studio and I'd be watching him do a lot of things as well. I think like that's where I learned a lot of production too. Is like just sitting there and watching Scribs make beats, because he's incredible.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "You're gonna write anything?" And I'm like, "I'm just enjoying watching you work right now." You know what I'm saying? But then just like listening to a lot of R&B, like a lot of Brandy, a lot of Beyonce, Music Soul Child, even like groups as well, like Jodeci, Drew Hill, like all of them type of people, is that they're so heavy on vocal production. And I just studied the greats, man, and just like tried to apply it to my own music and just tried to make it as me as possible, you know what I'm saying? And it took a long time. Like, I used to do all my BVs with auto-tune, and then like it was just too much auto-tune against auto-tune. It would just sound like too heavy.
Yeah.
And then I learned like, nah, keep my main vocals as auto-tune and take all the auto-tune off my BVs. So like all the BVs that you hear is no auto-tune whatsoever.
Right,
it's
right,
just
right.
me just like doing it all myself. So yeah, man.
The closing.
Loving something that ain't you. You upset, I'm up next. Judgment's all I get from you. Oh, shit, a relationship, go get a grip. I ain't the one you should choose. I baby, I'm a lioness, cheatiness, everything according to you. I guess it's ironic, I can't talk about my feelings. But here I am, blurting out our business. Oh, here I am, talking about your feelings like you ain't been the realest on this team. It's just me, it's never been you. It's definitely me, girl, it's me. It's never been you.
This is a little bit older, right?
Yeah, I made this in 2022.
Where was you? What was going on?
I had just broken up with my girl. We had got together in like lockdown times or something. Actually, I think I wrote this in 2023 because we had been broken up for a while. And she hit me one day and was like, yo, I really like want to link and just like talk and clear the air. Because I had like, she didn't do nothing wrong. She was great. The relationship was great. But I just wasn't ready. Like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. And like, she was living at my mum's house. And I was like, this is too much for me. Like, I'm still young, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just it's got a bit intense a bit too quickly. Even though we'd been together for what, like 2.5 years or something like that. But we had linked up in like 2023 just for like a quick chat or whatever. And it was cool, it was blessed. But then I wrote this. The internet seems to think that this is about somebody else and that I'm replying to somebody else, and it's so untrue. And I'm gonna say, where's the camera? I'm gonna say that right now on this camera.
Another artist.
Yeah. And it's really not that. And like just the allegations that have been going around, this is that what we were talking about earlier about the internet. Like, it's just that they hold on to something and just that they just think they know everything. Do you get what I mean? Like, but they really don't. But yeah, I'd linked up with my ex this one night and I was like, I'm just sorry that I couldn't be the person that you wanted me to be. And like, it wasn't that this was going bad or anything. It was just like, I just didn't want to do it at that time. Do you get what I mean? And it was just like, I felt so bad because again, she was living at my mum's and we had a great relationship and like, she was super close to my family and that. But I was just like, it's just that time, innit? Like, you can't predict everything. So yeah.
Did a part of it being the fact that like financially you wasn't in a great space? The situation that you had with the label was a bit weird at the time too, and you're just trying to like figure out what your life looks like in being in such a low period.
Probably. I mean, I think I wasn't at my lowest at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely was not at my lowest at that time, but I think because I was just trying to navigate what my life was going to look like, I just didn't want to have to be responsible for somebody else at the same time. Not that I was responsible for her, but I kind of did. I'm such a caring person. I'm such a giver. And I'm like, I worry so much about the people around me that sometimes I forget to worry about myself. And I think that's what was happening. I was just like, I needed to just lock in and focus then and just be like fully focused on me, my emotions, my health, my music, my career. Like, I just needed to lock in, and bless her heart, I broke that girl's heart.
Oh, man.
But you know, like, it just...
And it makes you feel a bit shit as well, innit? 'Cause you're like, oh, mate.
Words.
And then does it also make you feel like, do you have that thing in your head just for just a split second, like, oh, do you know what? Like, maybe we should just, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, like the like month or two after I'd done that, I was like, oh, I don't know if I should have done that, man, because there was nothing wrong with the relationship. Like, she was such a great person, But it was just like I say in the tune, like it's not you, like it's absolutely me. But like you can't wait around for me forever. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's just not that thing. So yeah, man.
Are you easy to be with?
I think so. Nah.
Yeah, I like that.
Nah, probably not still.
Why?
Probably not. I don't know. I'm just like, I crave a lot of attention, innit?
Right.
But that's because I give so much attention out. So I'm like, if you're not giving me what I'm giving you, then what we doing here? Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? But like, I think I'm easy to be with.
Nah, you're not.
Yeah,
nah, you're not.
Anyway.
It's all right. But you know what? You know what? Yeah, hold that.
Yeah.
Because at a point you will be at some point.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're still obviously trying to. You're what, 25, 26?
25,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. So, you know what? Who you was 5-6 years ago is not who you are today.
Yeah,
and
100%.
when you hit another 5 years time, you're gonna have different perspectives. You're gonna feel things differently.
100%.
You're gonna see things differently, and all of that type of stuff. And you just the most important thing is that when you feel these things, good or bad, listen to them and then just learn from them.
100%.
And then, you know what I mean? It's all part of an experience that ends up being in a book. And it's, in this case, it's a musical book. Do you get what I'm saying? So, you know, you get there when you get there.
100.
But the last thing that I do want to ask though, yeah, is it, like, how is it? Because I'm sure there must be a whole bunch of Penang bread getting flung at you left, right and centre, yeah? How do you maneuver that at a young age? Because I can only imagine being in early 20s and having so much, because remember you say you crave attention, now actually getting the attention, especially from what would look like a whole bunch of attractive women as well, it must be really difficult to not indulge.
In the least big-headed way possible, I've always had a lot of attention thrown at me.
Right. Come on.
But like, I've now realised that after lockdown and after I broke up with my ex, that's when I was like cleaning up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I realised like I'm such an energy person. You can't lay down with everybody.
100%.
Like you really cannot. Like it will drain you, and like you don't know what people are going through. Like no matter how much you think you know them, like you don't know what they're going through, and yeah, laying down with anybody, it's not healthy, man. And I think even though I'm still young, my like from 21 to 23, 24 is when I was really outside, but then it just made me realize that's actually not what I want for myself. Like even though I crave attention from one person. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I've done the 5, 6, 7 gal on my phone, and I'm texting the wrong one, the wrong thing. And do you know what I mean? All of that.
Crazy.
Yeah, do you get me? So
yeah,
it's just
you're
like,
diving in and you're mentioning the wrong
exactly,
thing.
bro.
You're losing track of the conversations.
Exactly. But like, yeah, I've learned like I don't like that anymore. Yeah. Like I really don't. Like it's been like the past like year and a half where I've been like, no, I really just want to settle down with one person and just like crave attention from that one rather than like a bunch. Like the attention, it doesn't really faze me, man. I'm just like, I'm so focused on excelling in my career and like or just making myself a better person in general and just working on me. I'm like, it really don't faze me. And also now, at this point in my life, I'm like, there's so much coming at me, like success-wise, I don't really know who's really there for me. Do you get what I mean? Like, and I'm such a small circle type of person. Like, I can count my friends on one hand for real. And like, I don't just have anybody around me. More so now because I'm just like, I don't know what you're trying to get out of me because I don't need nothing from you. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, if gal approach me now, I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
right,
caution.
You know?
Caution.
You know
Caution.
Exactly.
Caution. I get it. What are you manifesting for yourself now? Like the projects that, you know, you're about to do a tour soon or whatever. Like what are you manifesting for this next phase of your musical career? What do you want?
I just want to create this world for myself, which I feel like I'm already doing, you know, like, yeah, I feel like I'm creating my own little lane and like creating this path to whatever it may be. Like, there's no end goal for me. It's just like, no matter where I take it, I can push further, and there's no ceiling in this music industry. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can keep going and keep going and keep going. But I also am manifesting like an understanding of what I want. It's crazy because Jessie J messaged me last night on a random one and was like, how are you? Like, how's your heart and your head? Because I know like this success stuff and like what you're doing right now can be a lot, and like it can be draining. Like, I just want to make sure you as a person are okay. And like, we were chatting back and forth, and she was like, this is the time where you can really see how you want to do this, and like whether it is like whether doing this like mad campaign runs and mad radio promo and and dropping tunes here, there and everywhere is really what you want, or is it like, do you just want to drop music when you want to drop it and take a seat back and be like, all right, cool, let me breathe for a second, then get back into it when I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think, yeah, I'm manifesting more knowledge and understanding of how I want to do this thing. And I know I want to do this full time, and I know I want to keep this going, and I know I want to keep making music and keep doing shows and like keep networking with people and keep building myself. But also I want to find that balance, because I'm definitely finding it hard right now. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely praying for knowledge on how to manage all of this.
Yeah, balance is really difficult, but yeah, man, I wish that for you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, more than anything, I wish you peace of mind and, you know, always keeping the perspective, and also like using almost the universe and the things around you to be able to express the emotion in the music, which provides the substance. And I know that the next period of time, when you sit down and you drop something, we'll do the same thing again.
100%.
And we'll have a good conversation about what's going on.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Thank
well
you,
done.
Appreciate
yeah,
you,
give
man.
thanks every time.
Absolutely.
With all due respect, out right now. Yeah?
There.
Come on.
I'ma keep you wet and keep you fair with this kind of sense. We might break this bed. Oh, running out of breath. Hands on your neck, but you ain't gotta say not a word. I'ma talk you through it. I'ma talk you through it. She keep that pussy Brazilian, soft and silken. You lucky I can give you children. Don't care about no hill, and I'll do you in the hills. And you ain't gotta say not a word. I'ma talk you through it.